job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking to scramble. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And all defense is talking about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hines is tight end. They bring him down. A solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him go to the rest.
All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Smashes ahead. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in this sweet return there. Expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, second and 6.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Finds a tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll try to get outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love where defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to are tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle side of the field.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go! Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, and the first disaster by falling on his own. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Just that eats the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
This running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt unit. To the left. Crosses to 35. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Play this responsibility football. Sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after he picked up the yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd knows this defense needs him right now. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Safe completion on the screen. toward a score.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Deny them on second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Here's the handoff. And he got nothing in the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a line green grass that's spaced out in front of him. He just holds on to that football. He might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with their backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that we pull for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Boom. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and mistackles. They're trailing by 13 to UCF. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They are searching for any type of answer they can find. Down 6-0. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted a ball on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Tries to find a little more running room on that field. Stop at 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the option. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougar! Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
position to score.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the toss. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Nelson. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time for the head coach on 4th.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy wasn't open, so he didn't have a chance to be complete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
They're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Mental game there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Swings it out to the flat. And a little more space, opening up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out in the middle. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. They pick up a 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And his forwards are probably traveling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands. It's Nakua. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Back to throw. It's Nelson. They'll run the screen. Look out, he's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive
time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a field.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Better find the air blocked. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the play of the distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The running back has it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're up to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down.
And man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it. Well, that clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points.
It's picked off, and they run the line with a turnover.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep to the right. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that. He'll find his way out and maybe pick up there.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you can take him away.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Shows him the stiff arm. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just to prevent a shoot.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get concerned or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand and let him do his thing.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one,
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His fourth interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You can play these late-game situations differently. What I love, you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to suck this clock away. Get it done.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Here comes Heat. Fires to the big fella. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost instead, and around 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads, because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been a play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Cougar. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. Any big developments in this one? We've got got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the tight end. Downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of rhythm, something they can hang their hat on. So they're moving forward. This offense has an identity.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Working on the right. Brings him to the open. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Iowa.
A nice touchdown. Continue to fight. Continue to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. Most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He'll try the left side. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really